Hi everyone, it's Kamal here with your March 2019 market update. As always, before we get to it, let's take a look at the riddle from last month. This was the image that was put up last month and we said to solve the riddle. The clue that was given was that it was a famous song from the 80s, and surprisingly nobody got the answer right. So the answer is, the song is called Eye of the Tiger and is by a famous band from the 80s called Survivor. So surprisingly nobody got it right. Anyways, here's the riddle for this month. Take a look at the image and solve the riddle. And as always, answer will be provided in next month's market update. Now here's your March 2019 Mississauga real estate market update. Hey everyone, it's the March 2019 real estate market update. If you saw my report for February 2019, I told you the real estate market in 2019 did two things: diddly and squat, right? February we saw a lot of bad weather, freezing rain, snow and all that kind of stuff. So real estate market did absolutely nothing. Now the March 2019 numbers have come out and it kind of shows again that the market really didn't do anything, right? If you look at just the hard numbers for March, the average home price in Mississauga came in at 738,000. For February, the month before, it was sitting at 712,000. So from February to March, the price went up by 3.67%, which again is not typical. March is typically the beginning of the spring season for real estate. And as I've spoken to you many times before, we are in a seasonal market when it comes to real estate. So spring is typically when you see aggressive increases in price as buyers start to come out and all that. Now, this month's number is very misleading. It only shows 3.6% growth. The reason for that is, if you remember, first 2 weeks of March, we were still going through bad weather, freezing rain, snowstorms, all that kind of stuff. So the number is very misleading. This is one of the reasons why I do these videos, because if you have to just rely on the numbers, it's going to throw you off. It's going to change, it's going to throw you off in terms of your strategy and what you're thinking of doing when it comes to real estate, right? I will tell you this: the real estate market, as I record this, today is roughly the end of the first week of April. The real estate market is active. We are in full swing with the spring market. Activity is picking up. In fact, I've already been involved in a couple of multiple offers, so we are full blown in the spring market. I think what you'll see is when the April numbers come out, that the prices have increased quite a bit more. So the March numbers are quite misleading, and don't rely on that. The market is very active. Property is coming to the market. If it shows well and is priced reasonably, it is moving quickly. So just be aware of that, okay? Some of the news that have come out since my last report: the federal government announced a couple of programs to help first-time home buyers. I will tell you this: it looks good on paper. Reality is, for the GTA, this is going to have a net zero impact because of limitations. One of the limitations for first-time home buyers is that you have to have a maximum of 120,000 household income to qualify for this first-time home buyer program, right? The next limitation is only for houses valued at 500,000 or under. In the GTA, there's really, most properties are priced well over 500,000. So the programs they have put in place, it looks good on paper and all that, but the impact is going to be zero for first-time home buyers, all right? There's also a program to change the RSP limits for first-time home buyers, how much you can borrow from your RSP. I believe the previous limit was at 25,000. They've increased it now to 35,000, so you can borrow an extra $10,000 from your own RSP account to pay for your down payment, right? Now, this is not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing also. It depends on your situation, and the best person to talk to would be your financial advisor. Understand this: an RSP account is a deferred savings plan, all right? So any growth, any capital gains that you get within an RSP, you're not paying taxes on it. So what it means is basically you can actually grow your savings, your investments a lot quicker, because it will compound faster, because it's not getting eroded by taxes. Now, if all of this sounds confusing, don't worry about it. Get in touch with your financial advisor. They'll be better positioned to advise you more than I can ever do that. But understand that's sort of the concept here. You're taking away contribution room and years of growth if you do maximize it. But again, everybody's situation is unique. Find out from your financial advice. So that's the March 2019 market update. And as always, if you or someone you know is looking for an experienced real estate advisor to help you out, please give me a call and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you very much for your time. Take care.